Yo, check it out, Hammer fam. Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we're looking back at the vintage collection Nien Nunb. So this particular one I'm looking at is the re-release for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. And I'm pretty excited I was able to pick them up very, very cheap. I think a lot of people still are. But excellent image on the card back there. Really, really handsome shot of Nien right there. And I think the blue is the perfect color. It's a really nice shade, and it helps him pop on the back there. Look at that dude. He's vibing. He's loving it in there. See, VC106 came out around all these guys. Pretty awesome selection from the vintage collection back here. And I'm sure Nien is going to be no different from all those other winners on the back. One of my favorite characters from the movie, and I'm really excited to get this awesome version of him. So let's take him out of there. All right, here he is out of the box. Overall, I'm pretty happy with his appearance. Only complaint I have right now is that he's pretty tough to pose with that rifle. Being an older figure, just re-released, the articulation isn't too spectacular, and his hands don't really grip the rifle attachment or accessory very well. So in order to get him to hold it like this, basically he has to grab the barrel with his left hand and then really loosely grab the actual handle back here. So it looks a little goofy. It's kind of tough to pose. But the figure himself looks pretty good. I think the best detailing is on his face, which is great, so you can really tell it's Nien Nunb. Otherwise, you would have no idea. But yeah, the head sculpting and paint looks really good. The rest of him is pretty simple. It's basically just a red jumpsuit with a black vest and like a little belt. So not a whole lot of detailing, but enough for a sort of a side character. And then the other accessory he comes with is the blaster pistol. And both the pistol and the holster both somehow look too big, which is a little goofy, but pistol itself looks decent. God, it's not focusing. So it's pretty cool. And he does hold it okay. His hands are just a little bit small, the way they're sculpted, so it's a little tough to squeeze stuff in there, but once he's got it in his hand, he's holding it. So that's all right. And then it's not a perfect fit in the holster, but it gets in there and it sticks in there. He's got this whole, it's like boot blouse things. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, the basic appearance of the guy is cool. And then the two accessories, they're not really painted or anything, but the sculpts on both of them are pretty cool. So I'd say this would be an awesome blaster rifle if he could hold it, but he doesn't really hold any weapons in the movie, so it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, so overall I'm happy with the way he looks. I think it's just kind of tough to pose him in any action scenes, but if you're just going to put him in like a Rebel briefing room or something, it works fine. And the articulation is kind of what you'd expect from an older figure. So he's got a ball head here, and then some hinges at the elbows and shoulders here. It's pretty decent range of motion, but could be much, much better. And swivel wrists. It's got a swivel waist, swivel hips. He's got hinges on the knees there. They look really, really hefty. Not the best, and really small range of motion. Like pretty far less than 90 degrees. And then same with the feet. I think, they got they got hinged ankles, but they really don't move very well. I think because of these giant pads going over his boots. So yeah, it's pretty tough to pose him very well. Definitely not the worst articulation I've seen in a modern figure, but would not, oh, there he goes. Definitely wouldn't pass by today's vintage collection standards. Yeah, so that's all I got for this Nien Nunb. Definitely an upgrade from the Power of the Force edition that we got way long ago. But certainly not up to modern standards. So I'd say this guy probably needs an update if you want like a really hyper articulated and very detailed version. But for the sake of just being a little side character, I think he's okay. I'm definitely happy with him over the Power of the Force version. Don't expect to get many accessories in his hands, but if you're going to put him in a briefing room or the co-pilot seat or something, I think that's fine. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for Nien Nunb. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.